Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth to Osezuah Elimihe. Today, let's face reality. Have you heard that expression before? Let's face reality. What is reality? A lot of the times when we say, let's face reality, we are actually saying, let's face apparency. It is often the corruption we have visited upon when we say, I am only human, when we say to excuse our frailties and our weaknesses. The understanding is that humanity is frailty, is weakness, is sinfulness, is darkness. But that is not true. These are some of the negative beliefs that history and time has propagated upon us. People come to the conclusion that when they are doing evil, they are being human. When they are being sinful, they are being human. But when they are doing great things, they don't see it as being human. They feel it is divine. Like they also say, to err is human, but to forgive is divine. But I tell you today that to err is mental. It's not human. The real human being does not err. Our goal is to dig through the debris of experiences and find our humanity. And once we do that, we will never ever be able to make one silly mistake ever again. So when we say let's face reality, what are we talking about? Well, we are going to delve into that when we come back from this break. I am Osezuah Elimihe. You know me, I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. Welcome back. Let's face reality. When we say that, what are we talking about? Somebody comes to you and says, I have the intention of being in the next Olympics. That Olympics being 4 years away. And the person is running 100 meters at 12 seconds. And you say, Oga, let's face reality. You can make it. Even if you do make it, you're not going to win anything. You won't even cross the heat. So why are you wasting your time? That is not the reality. Reality does not have any story of failure about a human being. It doesn't visit failures upon human beings. What it visits on human beings is possibilities, infinite possibilities. Now, a lot of the times when you say let's face reality, you're actually saying let us face the apparency. Know this today. In my very early videos on this channel, I try to explain that there is existence and there is reality. They are two different things. You have eternity, you have time. They are two different, concepts. Eternity is the supreme being. Time is the demiurge, the lower entity that controls the lower creation. Time is finite, while eternity is infinite. Eternity is love. It is the ocean of all beings. Existence is the ocean of forms, not of your being. Every being in the lower world has a form. Did you hear that rumble? That is the royal rumble, the divine rumble. Okay, that is a guarantor of the love of the divine for us. It's fertilizing the womb of the earth so that we might have better harvest in the coming season. It's a beautiful sound. Enjoy it. There are people, when they hear this sound, the rumble of the sky, they are terrified. But we don't belong in that club. And if you are one of those people, break away from it. It is an assurance of divinity. It is the power of creation at work there for you. Yes, I digressed. Where was I? So, there is eternity and there is time. Actually, eternity is the father of time. Just as when you have spirit and then you have matter. Spirit is the source of matter, but matter is not spirit. In the lower world, you also have matter controlling things, right? No. What controls things in the lower world is mind. The mind controls matter. Matter is anything you can see and touch and feel. Anything you can have a relationship with your five senses is matter. It is the gross form of metal energy. Matter does not exist of its own accord. there has to be a mental energy behind it. That which is manifested of the mental is matter. That which is manifested of reality is apparency. I hope that sometimes I will be able to do a video on the charges and the force, so you'll be able to understand it better when we talk about the word, the concept of the word, and how it generates all creation. There'll be a video on that, but I just want to keep it because every video we want to do on this channel will not just be an exercise in erudition. It should be something that you can make use of for your own good. When we get to that point where we need to do a video on it, and there is a fulcrum on it that you can hold for a transformational possibility, we will do that. But for now, understand that each time you are tempted to say, let's face reality, you are actually not facing reality. Reality is that all things are possible, all things are yours. You can become anything you set your mind to become. Reality means that you are infinitely powerful, that you are the controller of your own destiny, that you are the judge in the court of your affairs. Nobody else is the judge. That is the reality. Anything outside of this is an apparency. What is apparency? Apparency is that which appears to be, that which your five senses can relate with. It is not real, but it appears to be. And because we are so used to that level of existence, that level of life where we are always interacting with the apparent, we have come to the conclusion that the apparent is the reality. So when we say let's face reality, we are actually saying let's face apparency. Okay? It is not. That which appears is really not it. Our people say in my culture that when you see a bird, a lone bird, dancing in the middle of nowhere, understand that the drummer is in the nearby bush. In other words, when you see anything with your five senses, when you interact, when you contact anything with any of your five senses, understand that the force behind it is invisible. You see? So when you stand in front of the mirror and you see that reflection that you call you, understand that that is not you. The real you is invisible. Like one of the masters that were interviewed in The Secret, he said, that which you are is untouchable, is infinite, it is massive. In fact, he was even saying that about 97.5% of what you are is beyond this physical world. You are just large. Next time you look at your reflection in the mirror, speak to that reflection and say, you're larger than this. This is just a speck of who you are. What is the speck? Material construct. That is what you see in the mirror. It isn't you. What you see on TV when the camera is beamed upon you is not you. It's a speck of who you are. You are much larger than that. So next time you are tempted to say, let's face reality, understand that what you are calling reality isn't real. There is no way anybody can fully explain what you are. There is no way anybody can fully exaggerate what you are. The more we speak of who and what you are, the less we speak of it, because you are indescribable. You are powerful. What this channel is meant for is to diminish that which you fear and that which controls you. Not by reducing them, really, but by putting a searchlight on what you are, so that you will realize that the Lilliputian that stands before the Brobdingnagian is actually larger than it. You are bigger than what you know, than what you think and what you feel. If you are feeling anything, understand that you have power over that thing. Facing reality is facing that which you truly are. And that which you truly are is just pure beauty, pure genius, pure excellence, pure romance, pure everything. Good. That is who you are. So do not allow the temptation of our ancestors that made us feel small, that made us feel that outside this form, there is nothing left of us. Besides this form, we are everything. Do not be scared when you are faced with challenges. It is because we feel that we are too small. That is why when challenges confront us, we are scared. Or when you come to the realization that you are more than a phenomenon, okay, you are of the noumenal, That which the senses cannot comprehend, that is what you are. Therefore, next time, do not succumb to the wooing, to the seduction of the senses to misbehave, to behave below par, to cut yourself short, to shortchange yourself. Don't fall for it. Prime yourself up with this understanding that you are infinite. You are very, very possible. What is that dream before you? Do not allow the apparency, that is to say, what people call the reality around you, to destroy that dream. Because what you consider reality is not real. It's just a bubble. It is a mirage. You are the substance that power this mirage. The moment you are taken away from the scene, everything around them will collapse. One of my great masters I defer to in the maximum of all time is Kabir Sahib. He said that you, yes, are the seed of life. That without you, this planet will not subsist as it is. That if all the seeds of life, that's all souls, were taken away from the planet will collapse in no time. In case you want to know the power that keeps and sustains the planet, don't look somewhere. When you see the magnificence of the moon, the magnificence of the sun and the stars and the creation around you, know that you are the powering entity for all of them. When you look at somebody that you want to hate, that you want to condemn, that you are detesting, understand that that same person is your co-powering force for the entire universe. When you look at a dog, you look at a snake, you look at a snail, and you want to disregard them because of their modest level, understand that you and they are the powers of the universe. You see, everything that has life, that grows, that produces, is contributing to the powering of this universe, and they are more than what you see. You know, there was an Indian mystic called Osho. He was such a stubborn mystic man. He said that a tree should really not be called a tree. Neither can you call a river a river. Well, you call a human being a being. You see, it's being, which means we are in the process of becoming. We are growing into something. But to call a tree, as if it is completed, it should have been called a tree. Okay? Because the tree, that thing you see, is not the end of it. It is becoming something. The same thing with the river. It is becoming something. You should have called the river a rivering. You see? Because it is becoming. Life is infinite. The possibilities of this life can never be exhausted. So, my friend, the next time somebody tells you, let's face reality, understand that the person is trying to reduce you. The person is trying to tie you to that which is apparent. Don't fall for it. It is not reality. There is no reality in that which the senses feel. Understand that. It's not real. That which is real is imperceptible and is invisible. Trust in that which can be seen. For in it lies your power. You are possible. God bless you. Hananaye,